Okay, so we just need to understand that first of all we have to start from where we are currently now. Now at the moment what you need to keep in mind is that we are, when we wake up and everything, let's say from beginning from our conscious memory, we're a child. Okay, we're a child and we're a physical body. And when we were hungry, we cried, our parents feed us milk and food and everything, we become happy. So, and then sometimes we did certain kind of thing, it created suffering with us and everything. And slowly we identified ourselves with the body. Okay, so we identified with ourselves with the body, so that we thought that, okay, this is me, because I'm feeling hurt and then I'm feeling bad or something. So you needed this idea that okay, I need to protect this body, and that's the reason you get a hunger, you need to sleep, and you need the reproduction nature or something. But we need to keep in mind is the need for the survival is for the body, not for us. Okay, but at the moment for most of the people, our experience is limited to the body. That is the reason we're thinking, okay, we need reproduction and all these kind of things. Compulsive things are good to the extent that it serves your survival process. Okay, as long as you want to survive, compulsive thing is very, very important, because if you are not compulsive, when you feel hungry, that is also compulsion. When you feel you need to lie down and sleep, that is also compulsion. For example, you don't feel hungry. Okay, now you don't have a compulsion to eat food, you will starve and your body will die. Okay, so compulsion is not bad per se when it comes in terms of survival process. But as a human being, when you come as a human being, a survival is not good enough. Just like Sadhguru says that for the animal, if the animal eats certain kind of food, the problem is gone, the animal is going to lie down, chill, and then enjoy the weather and everything. But the human, when you don't have eaten a food, you have one problem to find a food. But the moment you eat a food, what is going to happen? You have got 10,000 problems. Okay, now you got too many problems running around the place. So basically the reason why we want to move away from the compulsion is because we want more than life. We want to be fulfilled. Okay, whatever we have is not good enough. For example, you went to this podcast, now you want to have another kind of video. Okay, now you have watched one series, now you want the another series. Okay, there are a lot of series that comes nowadays in OTT. The moment you watch it, you want to watch another one. Okay, so because of that reason, the mind, just like Sadhguru says that the mind needs too many things. Okay, it is never going to be over, because you can add so much thing in the mind, and the mind can never be fulfilled, because the mind is designed not for fulfillment, it's designed for the survival. That is the reason it only gives you the relative experience of life. Okay, and that's why the reason in yogic practices we never use the mind as the practices and everything. Okay, we can use in the tantra in certain kind of aspect, but not technically and something. Sadhguru has also mentioned because of that reason. So to remain fulfilled, you have to go beyond the compulsion, and to go beyond the compulsion is not to avoid these things. For example, food is a compulsion, now you make it as a conscious process. Sleep is a compulsion, we make it as a conscious process. Okay, now the sexual attraction is a compulsion, and we make it as a conscious process. Okay, so when we make it a conscious process, and that is going to help. So basically it's all about if you just want to survive, compulsion is good enough. But if you are looking for fulfillment, then compulsion is not good enough. So this is the possibility. Sadhguru says that this is a possibility that we came from with it. So we should not be complaining about it, but we need to identify that the body is a tool. Okay, there are three things. Okay, so there's a driver, there's a vehicle, and there's a fuel. Okay, so we're the driver, the being is a driver, which we cannot see but we can experience, and the body is a vehicle. Okay, and everything else is a fuel, including you, me, not you, let's say if you are a driver and this body is a vehicle, then everything, your food, your money, your friends and families, even Sadhguru, Linga Vairavi, even Shiva, they are all fuel for you. Okay, without the fuel, it's no good. So because of that reason, we just need to identify the possibilities and limitations of the body. Okay, So the body has got the compulsion, because without the compulsion you cannot survive. Okay, and we have to go beyond the compulsion and make it a conscious process, because we are looking more than the survival process. We are looking for the fulfillment.